Hello, Arace. Welcome to you and your team. Aurora Black Community, as you know, this is Fiona, and we are speaking today with Arace, who is the CEO and founder of Trureal. And I'm not even going to try to explain or introduce him. I will let Horace introduce himself and the team and get right into what we're going to talk about tonight. Go ahead,
Well,
Horace.
thank you very much, Fiona. And on behalf of the entire few of the Trureal team, we have myself, Reese Thomas, one of the two co-founders, along with Josephine Zapponi, the other co-founder. We also have Ron Weiss, who's our community engagement specialist. Many of you would know Ron from the town of Aurora. He's also the president of Sport Aurora. We have Andy Wedderburn, who's also a fundraising manager, and we have Sharon Thomas, who works on the entire fundraising side of our business. We welcome all of you this evening to the ABC Aurora Black Community Association interactive presentation with Trureal. So we'd like to thank Fiona and her entire board and the team that really surrounds this amazing organization. And the purpose of today's meeting is to really look at how we can engage the entire town of Aurora in finding ways that we can actually support financially and otherwise, not just ABC as an organization, but other charitable organizations in Aurora, businesses in Aurora, and of course, our partnership with Sport Aurora and allowing individuals to be able to find ways through our platform to simply give to what's most important to them. So what we'd like to do today, and we'll have the others from the Trureal team who are really here to support all of you in your quest to support Aurora Black Community Association, among other organizations. And we'll have discussions along the way. What I'd like to do is to do a very quick 6 or so minute presentation to outline who is Trureal, what do we do, what are the benefits to ABC, and of course to businesses, and of course other community organizations, and then followed by a very quick demo on how you would enroll. It's very easy, it's simple, it's free, and literally overnight we can drive tens of thousands of dollars into the coffers of not just ABC, but other charitable organizations for the well-being of the entire community of Aurora. So while I take a minute to share my screen, I invite anyone else on the team to make 1 or 2 comments. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to say welcome to everyone. Thank you Fiona for hosting this event. Thank you, Horace, for that introduction. We are pleased, all of us here, to be with you and offer the support that we can to assist you in sharing the Trureal platform. And we look forward to having a really engaging conversation.
Awesome. So yes, everyone is welcome to put their comments in the section in their set, as you're watching it on Facebook, just ask your question and it will get answered promptly. So I will keep an eye out for the comments. If you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my computer. All right. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Ron, do you have any comments while I'm just, this is new to me, folks, this StreamYard, so please bear with me.
You're getting that done. I want to thank Fiona also. Fiona is one of the first people who came forward and said, yeah, this is the right thing to do in this community. Sport Aurora is completely behind this as well. We see the importance of engaging business and connecting it with sport. We have a Sport Aurora marketplace.ca that will be helpful in all of this as well. We really believe that you cannot have true economic development in any community without having the social development along with it. So whether the social development would be the hospital, would be Sport Aurora, would it be the Aurora Black Community Association, it really doesn't matter. What we have here is a big opportunity to start creating sustainable income for all of these not-for-profits and charities that are having difficulty. So I'm here for you. I live in this community, and that's my pledge to you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Ron.
Yes, I think.
Pardon me. Go ahead, Andy.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just going to say that, I of course echo the sentiments that our team has already made. And just to let you guys know, me personally, I was privileged enough to be at the ABC launch and couldn't have expressed and felt a more vibrant community and event that day. The people of Aurora, we're here to support you. And I think that this could be really the start of a special relationship for ABC and all the Aurora organizations that we hope to be supporting in the future.
Amazing. Thank you so much. It is a team, and that's what this is. So, Horace, are you good?
Yeah, I'm still trying to open it up here. This is new. I'm sorry. I know I'm having a little bit of a difficult time. I'm able to find the document.
Okay, so that's fine. I will just also just put up a quick video again about how Trureal works. So, Josephine, I have a question for you. I believe you're one of my second clients who has their card registered to the Trureal system. How did you feel, and what was that experience coming in, knowing that I am a business in Aurora that is a member of the Trureal platform, and you were a contributor, and your organization that you're going to sponsor was a recipient of that benefit? Can you share that with the community?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question, Fiona. First of all, it was an absolute honor to come into your establishment. Your spa is phenomenal. I'm sure the residents of Aurora know who you are, and I encourage you, if you haven't seen or been in Fiona's shop, I encourage you to go there. The vibe is outstanding. It's phenomenal. The care and attention that she takes with you is unbelievable. The other honor that I had that day was obviously Fiona, as Ron mentioned, was the first business in Aurora to come onto the Trureal platform. And she really is leading with purpose and giving with impact and offering the program to you as a customer to say, you know what, thank you for shopping at my shop. I want to give back to what's important to you. So Fiona, taking that first step and getting onto the Trureal platform is amazing, and we're grateful. And so thank you for that. And it was such a great experience. So thank you.
It was my pleasure. It was great having
I'm
you.
missing you already, so I need to come back.
Yes, Ron, he was very excited when I got introduced to this, and I'm super pumped. So, Ron, the Aurora Black Community Association is a member and as a nonprofit organization on the Trureal platform. Why don't you tell the community how does that benefit the Aurora Black community when they register their card to the Trureal membership program?
Sure, thanks. As soon as an enrollee, someone that has a credit card and or a debit card, as soon as they enroll, then the first thing they do is they identify which charities or not-for-profits that they are interested in supporting. And Trureal does all the rest of it in the background. So many of you are aware of other loyalty programs and others such as Rakuten. Well, we call this Rakuten with a conscience. Every time you swipe, every time you buy at one of our merchants, and even if you're not buying at a merchant, but you have a bank-funded cashback, that money is going to go to a charity or a not-for-profit that matters to you. And it's completely agnostic. You can choose any one of many of them. We're on with Canada Helps, many charities. But of course, what we want to do is to light up this community. We want to send our people to businesses that care. So this is really a mutual benefit between or among, I guess, charities, enrollees, and businesses in the community. So it's very important that we get this started.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Ron. Right now we are on, and I know we talk about other places like South Lake Hospital. So I know Erased will be able to share a screen shortly and do a demo about how people get registered and sign on to their membership. But is there any general information you can give right now about persons who want to register their business or their card? I think
Yeah,
Erased is
yeah,
already sharing his screen, so I
yeah.
will just let him go
I'm
right
sure.
into that.
Yes, I'm sure everybody can see. For some reason, we're having a little bit of difficulty pulling up the actual presentation, but that's fine. I think we can improvise. Um, Thank you for that, Fiona. The way our program works, as Ron mentioned earlier, is we're really here to solve some serious problems in the nonprofit and charity space. First of all, our commitment to ABC and all our charities is that there's absolutely you keep 100% of all the donations that come in through our program. There's no cost to join, no integration, and all of the donors who give to a registered charity gets a tax receipt. For those organizations that are not a registered Canadian charity, then there's no tax receipt. But at the end of the day, we've committed to ensuring that there's a sustainable monthly donation that comes to all of the organizations that are on our platform by way of our partnership, as Ron said, with Canada Helps and of course with what we do. Now, the solution is very simple. We created this very robust, secure, simple platform that allows you to link any payment card, whether it's a credit card or debit card or even a PayPal. And we allow you to support up to 3 charities or nonprofits of your choice. So you can choose ABC as one charity that you want your cashbacks to go to, or you may choose, the food bank or Sport Aurora's, the girls' local baseball team, whatever it is. We have 86,000 to choose from the platform. Once you've actually linked your payment card, then you have an option to either shop at participating merchants, and we're looking for businesses in Aurora and all across the country to participate, not unlike you collecting air miles at different merchant locations. We will be having thousands of merchants that you can shop at, and when you shop there, they give you a cash back. Once you get that cash back, you can decide if you want to keep it for yourself or if you want it to go to the charities or nonprofits that are associated with your payment card when you've enrolled in Trureal. That's what we call the merchant funded cashback program. Now, what is even more impactful is what we call the bank funded program. So, for many of us who may have a credit card that the bank gives us cash backs no matter where we spend, or they might give us rewards points that you can convert to cash and redeem those points or cash for merchandise or gift cards. In the case of Trureal, you could actually link that TD Cashback card or RBC Avion card or Scotia Cashback and opt in to have your rewards cashback directed to ABC or directed to your child's sports club through our platform or to any charity that's on our platform. So we have an opportunity to really tap into, in Canada, $16 billion worth of unredeemed rewards and cashbacks that you can actually redirect to the charity or nonprofit of your choice. That is a really quick way for all of us to support ABC literally overnight because you've got cashback sitting there, oftentimes not being used, but have an opportunity to direct it to your charity of choice. And the beautiful
So,
thing is,
Horace, if I may interrupt you for a minute.
yes,
So I am little Fiona in the corner and I know nothing about what you're saying, for example, right?
yes,
So I'm coming in and my only desire is to know that I want to give to South Lake because
yes.
I believe in healthcare, or I want to give to the Oro Black Community Association because I believe in adding value in, putting my money towards the things that it matters to me in the community. In a slower way of explaining to probably the simplest person as me, what does that mean and how technical is that and how much information do I even need to get started?
Great question. And I'm going to go through a quick demo shortly, but the long and short of it takes about 3 minutes to enroll into Trureal as a Trureal cardholder. And during that enrollment, you can link a credit or debit card. It takes literally 10, 20 seconds. And we have over 9,600 banks you can choose from. During that enrollment, you have 86,000 charities. Not that they're all there. You search, you type in South Lake Regional Hospital Center, and boom, it comes up. You click that, and that is the charity associated with your card. You click Aurora Black Community Association, and it's already on your card. And that's it. Once you're done, all you do is shop. Go about your everyday business. You don't have to change your behavior. All of the transactions from your cards come back to Trureal by way of our partnership that has their partners with the bank. So the banks will send us the transactions, and our system will pick up all of that transaction. And then every month, whatever cash back I've generated will be directed to South Lake or directed to ABC or whatever organization you've chosen to have it directed. So you're right, Fiona. It's very simple. It's a 3-minute process. And once you've linked and chose your charity, you just go about your everyday shopping. The rest is all done in the back end by Trureal.
Awesome. All right, so that's awesome. So I will let you continue with your presentation. When you're ready, go right ahead.
Yes. So at this point, once you've decided to give your cash back, if it's to a registered charity, then we work with Canada Helps, which is the largest, most people will know Canada Helps, the largest online donation platform in the country. They will direct all the money, disperse it to all the charities, and instantly issue you a tax receipt. So if I had $23 this month worth of cash backs from my spending, and it's going to South Lake Regional Hospital, at the end of the month, that money will be sent to South Lake. A tax receipt will be issued to the donor. And by the way, you're not taking any money of your pocket to make any donations. The merchants are funding this, and the banks are funding it as part of their contribution, if you're a merchant, as their loyalty program, if you wish. And at the end of the year, you will have several tax receipts which amount to the total donations of which you can claim when you do your taxes at the end of the year. So that's really kind of how Trureal works. The power of what we do, and I really apologize that I wasn't able to pull up that presentation, which could have shown some numbers, but let's say there were 500 people that had their cards linked to Aurora Black Community. And maybe over the course of the year, you might have accumulated $100 worth of cashbacks from your bank's cashback card. I'm just using that as an example. Well, 500 people, if they want to donate the $100 throughout the year, that's $50,000 that comes into ABC literally overnight. And that's the power of what Trureal does. It's money that has been generated from your everyday purchasing power. And of course, you can choose to redirect it to the charity and nonprofits of your choice. We just make it very simple for you to do that. And when you use our merchants that are participating, especially those local merchants in Aurora, in local communities, not only are you going to get a cash back from the merchant that's participating with us, but the bank also gives you a cash back if you're using that bank cashback card. And that's what we call double your impact. So you can double your donation or double your impact to your organization. And in a nutshell, that's really how Trureal works. So what I'll do is I'll stop sharing my screen. And if there are any questions, we could discuss that now. And then I can do a quick demo of an enrollment, which takes 3 minutes.
Perhaps if I can share also something, Fiona. I think what's beautiful about our platform is that we've made it very simple and easy for a donor. And more importantly, we've made it transparent. So what does that mean? Each donor actually gets their own personalized dashboard where they can see all of their transactions and all of the donations that they're donating. They will be donating to the charity of their choice. So it's a fully customized dashboard with all of your transactions, the charities that you choose. You can change your charity at any time. But it's really a way for you as a donor to offer or leverage your spending power without taking any additional money out of your pocket. and donate it to a charity of your choice. And then if it is a registered charity, then you will receive a tax receipt from that registered charity.
Thanks for that, Josephine. When we do business, especially as when the business owner, for me, we know it's been pandemic and a lot of person don't have that money from their pocket to contribute. So who can elaborate on the power of how this help as a substitute where you really not worry about, okay, I don't even have that $10 or that $50 would have, but as you swipe, you're doing that unconsciously. Like, how would you explain that to business owners who are thinking, how do I register my business to be a giver or, a partner with Trureal, and why should I even do that?
Well, I'm glad you said that, Fiona, because that's part of what I do too, is to try to give you the incentive as a business. I'm sure there are business owners here besides yourself on this call. And so here's as simple as it is. Sport Aurora has 42 sport organizations. In those 42 sport organizations, we represent somewhere around 10,000 families. And if you look at about 1.3 to 1.5 parents in each one of those, you can really see the amount of consumer impetus that is out there. So, for example, every one of our 42 sport organizations said, hey, why don't you go to Fiona's, because Fiona supports what we do. I'm quite sure you would be quite happy to have an extra 100, 200, 300 people coming through your doors, spending money the way that they would normally spend their money, but knowing that you have contributed to their charity or their cause. And so this is how it stimulates the buy local theme through the merchant funded cashback program. And so anybody who's on this call right now who happens to be a business who's worried about coming out the other side of this pandemic and wants to get people back into shops, back into stores, back online, spending money with them, what they have now is an opportunity for us to now say, go to our merchants, go to the people that support this community, spend your money in this community, and what happens is all of that money stays in this community through the cashback.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Sharon, how have what's your involvement with Trureal, and how is your activities helping a particular organization?
Okay, so I've been, like Harris told you before, I've been with Trureal from day one. So my role, basically, I work with a lot of the organizations. Once they enroll their organization, if they need any help in uploading their pictures or information or anything like that in the directory, I can help them with that, or any information that they might need. I usually reach out to them, and if I don't know, I find the information for them and then I reach out to them. But like I said, it's very simple. I work with the organizations, I help them in the directory, merchants, cardholder, the donors, anybody that needs help. That's my role with them.
Awesome. And so your card, I'm assuming, is connected to an organization of your choice?
My card?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, yeah. So my card is linked to an organization of my choice.
Was that, how much thinking go into picking an organization that you want to support?
Well, it all depends on what your values are, what you really feel, or what you really support. So that you take that into consideration. Like if you want to help your community, or if there's a hospital out there that you would like to help, like sick kids or like kids that suffer with cancer, anything like that. So you have to kind of really think about what you really want to give back to your community.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you go about choosing what organization that you would like to contribute to at the end of the day.
Amazing. Andy, anything that you want to add to that before we have Ore do the 3 minutes presentation?
Yes, yeah, it's important for all of us, here and everybody watching to know that what we're really doing is enabling everybody to participate in building the community and also supporting what's important to them. Something like your business, Fiona, as incredible as it is, you're also giving back to the community that you work in, and we believe that's probably one of the most important things a business owner can say to their customers is like, hey, look, I care about what's important to you. And I believe that we've really done something special by enabling business owners and consumers to engage in a way that everybody kind of benefits from this relationship, right? So I think that's very important, and I'm super excited to see all of this and be a part of it. As like I said earlier, it was amazing at your event, and we just thought that it was something we really, really should push forward to this entire Aurora community, so everybody should know.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. Horace, are you ready to do your presentation?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm going to take 3 minutes and just show everyone how simple it is to enroll. And so I think I can get this one going this time here. So I think I'm in better shape here compared to doing the others. So I'm back on the screen. So when you come to Trureal.com, and if you have any questions or queries, you can always email info@trureal.com. And then your questions and queries will be answered literally immediately. So I come here and I simply just hit enroll. So when I come to enroll as an individual, it comes to the enrollment portal, and here you select the country in which you're enrolling from. Well, we're in Canada, so I'm enrolling from Canada. There's some terms and conditions that you can read, and you can go there. I'm going to go fairly quickly, and I begin enrollment. First thing I want to do is create a username and password. And this is important because that username and password is what you will use to access your own dashboard to see all your donations, your transactions, your activity. So let's put in my username, my password. And by the way, for those of you that may not want to link a card and you just want to shop online at our online shopping app called True Shop, then you can just shop via your username password, and we'll still be able to track your donations if you don't want to link a card. It's important to link the card if you want to direct your bank cashbacks or you want to shop at participating merchants. So just very quickly, like anything else, your name, first and last name, your date of birth. It's important for your date of birth because obviously we use that for verification that you're over the age of 16, that you're a resident of Canada. The name on your receipt obviously is your name. I'm going to put in my email address. That's where you're, and then yes, I'd like an electronic receipt. Then I go next. And then just the normal, my address, city, very quickly, postal code. I've lived here more than a couple years. Next, and just a phone number. Simple, you can do it right on your phone. And now we're almost finished the enrollment. You can see at the top, I'm halfway through, and I don't think it's been a minute.
That's right.
Right. So here's where you choose. You have the choice to keep all your cash backs for yourself, or you can voluntarily donate it to whatever organization you want. So you have to declare, do I want to voluntarily give 100% of my cash back to my charity organization, or do I want to retain it all? Well, I'm going to choose to give it to my charity. So at this step is where I get to choose my charitable organization. So you have a choice to choose up to 3. So if I want to add more, I can add another one. If I want to add a third one, I can do that up to 3. So let's say I'm looking for, let's say the Aurora Black Community. Search. It says here, one organization, Aurora Black Community, and I go here. There we go. I just click Aurora Black Community. I know it's not a registered charity, so I'm told no tax receipt will be issued. If it were a registered charity, then it would say you'll get a tax receipt. Now I can choose how much of my cash back do I want to give to Aurora Black Community. Well, clearly I'm going to give 100%. If I wanted to give 60 or 70, I could, and then give another charity. Let me show you. Okay, so let me give 80% to ABC. Then I'm going to choose another charity. I'm going to go South Lake.
I was hoping you were going to say Sport Aurora, but anyway.
All right. Let's do Sport Aurora. And I got to search. And there's Sport Aurora. So now I'm going to give Sport Aurora the other 20%. And I'm done. And then I just hit save. Okay. So once I've done that, it's 100%. I just go next. And now this is just consent. I have to consent that the information I provide is accurate, that we can use the information for the purposes that's allowed. I agree to the terms. I agree. It's not voluntary. I don't have to get other information. If you would like information about the good works that the charities are doing, you can select how often, or maybe not at this time. I'll say not at this time. Am I interested in volunteering? It's either yes or no, not at this time. And now I'm registering. So now I'm going quickly because I want to share everybody's time. Here's the final step. The final step is you've successfully created, your account has been successfully created, and you will receive a confirmation email, obviously, providing your login credentials. Now you have a choice. Do I want to link a card? Or if I don't, I just hit get started and I'm finished. But if you want to link a card, which most people do, and it tells you why you would link a card. It's obviously so we can get the transactions from the bank and reconcile against obviously your own donation. So if I go link a card, Trureal does not store or have access to any of your banking information, none of your cards, nothing. Why? Because we've now taken you over to a massive partnership we have called Plaid. Plaid is integrated with all the banks, RBC, Scotia, TD, 9,600 banks. So it's secure and it's completely private. So when you hit continue, all the banks pop up. So because we're enrolling in Canada, all the Canadian banks show up. If I were enrolling, say, from the US, then obviously the US banks would show up. But if I don't see my bank, I just search for it. So if I'm a, let's say, Scotia Bank cardholder, I hit Scotia. And now you're actually going to your own online banking with Scotiabank, not with Trureal. You just enter your card number from your account, say your check-ins account and whatever debit card or you have, and your password, you hit submit. Once you've done that, your accounts come up and you choose, I want my charity associated with this credit card or that debit card, and it's up to you. You have full control. I'm obviously not going to link because I've already linked. So I'm just going to exit here. And now, obviously, my linking failed because I didn't link. So you'll get an email with your reference ID, all of that. And all you have to do if you want to log in, you just go back to the Trureal website, and here's the login portal. And I can log in. I'm not going to spend time here. I'm just quickly going to show you what a dashboard looks like. Oh, sorry. Must have did that too quickly. Right. Cap lock on, sorry.
Those who are just coming on, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm glad you can get to replay. This is beautiful about going live. You get to replay, you get to share, and you get to comment and ask questions later that this fabulous team will be able to reply to. So that's awesome.
So here's a dashboard. Everyone has a dashboard. So for example, here you can look at if you want to link another card, you can link a card. If you want to donate your bank funded cash back, your transactions are here. There's announcements says Aurora Black community, welcome to the platform. So there's a lot of interaction here. And if I wanted to see, for example, the last 3 months of my activity, well, there's $23 that I've earned in the last, I guess, month or so because on this particular individual. That money will go to your charity. And then you will know. So everybody has a dashboard. So I won't spend any time here. I think it's nice. Once you've enrolled, then you can go there and be able to see. So I wanted to use the remainder of the time really to have questions and any, to address anything. I quickly just wanted to show you in enrollment how easy it was. You can do it right on your phone. So thank you for that, Fiona. I don't want to
Amazing.
take too much time.
No, no, that's amazing. Listen, getting information is already new and it's exciting. And I think people are not worried about sometimes how much time you watch what you can and you come back to it later, right? So
Right.
it is great information and this is needed because a lot of times, like I said, I know people are reaching out to me to how do we support? What can you do to support the work that you guys are doing in the community? And what amount is too small? I'm like, there's no amount that is too small. So having this platform with Trureal, I feel it's a great opportunity for anyone to support any organizations. Like I said, I'm really for the Yellow Brick House, anywhere that serves the young mom and homelessness. So for me, we have a lot of place within Aurora that is charitable organization and nonprofit organization, and the great things that now we can find them all here on the Trureal platform. Is
That's
that
right.
correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Every
So
single charity registered in Aurora is on our platform.
amazing. So that is great. And I don't have any other questions. Do you guys have anything else that you feel that we should hear before we close?
Ron or Joe, so I'll close out at the end.
Well, for me, my job here in Aurora is the community engagement person. So anybody there can certainly get in touch with me, either through Sport Aurora or through Trureal, because my job is to help you. So what you see here is kind of a mass development of this. But if you need some help, call me. That's what my job is to support you, because every single person matters with this, because it's really about one person making a difference and 1,000 of their friends helping out and making that same difference. And what happens is through that we accumulate an awful lot of money. See, I work in fundraising a lot and have done my whole life, and we're always looking for those high value donors, those people that can spend 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Well, this allows everybody to feel very good about contributing to something that matters to them in their own community every swipe of every day. And I want to thank everybody who enrolls. And I'd like you all to go there and enroll tonight.
Yes,
Amazing. And I know Ron and I know Horace personally, and I don't know if their number is like 911. They answered so quickly. I'm like, sometimes I even hang up. I'm like, did you really answer so fast? So I know that these are trusted people, and I love working with you guys. So that's truly amazing. So
But
thank
you
you,
know,
yes.
Ron.
well,
And there's
I'll
sorry.
just quickly, sorry, Andy.
No, go ahead, Josephine.
I just want to quickly close out and say, Trureal is a community. It is about a collective will, and we all have the opportunity to really amplify the good within us. We all want to give. We have that in our hearts, and this is just a way for you to do that with no pressure. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. Um,
Yes. Sorry, one more thing here. I just wanted to, well, thank you for that, Josephine. I just kind of wanted to just piggyback on what Ron mentioned about, being in Aurora and trying to help the communities develop. Now, I'll also be working with Ron closely in the city of Aurora. We'll be kind of like the feet on the street. So if anybody that's watching this or sees this presentation, would like more information, or, if there's something that maybe I can either Ron and I can come and see you in your organization and maybe just give you guys maybe another enrollment process or just more details. We're here. Like Fiona said, we're like 911. Feel free to call us anytime, and we're happy to come and help and support any way we can. So
And it just reminded me, Andy, thanks for that, that we have a Trureal community program on Facebook, because all you Facebook users can certainly go there. And if you like and you share, because we're going to be sending information out, then what that does is send it out through the network. So we're really working on a very good social media campaign to try to get into everybody's inbox in this community, because it really matters.
Right. And also for everyone out there, any organizations or businesses that want to enroll and they need information or they need help in enrolling or uploading pictures, information about their organization, they can always reach out to myself also, or they can go to info@trureal.com, or they can call the office or email me, and I can also reach out and help anyone that needs help.
Amazing. Well, I think we have a whole list of things to replay and learn and follow up with some questions later. So keep your eyes out under the comments, as I'm sure later on as people replay and get more detail, they will have more questions for you guys. So thank you so much again. Thank you, Horace.
Thank you.
And the video that you just showed, or the demonstration, so that's what Ron or Andy is available to do a representation at any time if someone want a more intimate session. Is that correct?
That's
Awesome.
correct. Yes.
All right. Well, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and keep your comments and your questions coming. And this amazing team will be very prompt at responding to those. So thank you and have a good night.
Thank you,
Thank
Fiona.
you,
Have a good
Fiona.
night. Thanks, everyone.
Nice.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.